Hey, what's cracking YouTube? It's your boy Jason Yamamoto, and today I'm going to give you guys some advice and some good tips on how to get a job, right? Back in 2011, I held about 4 part-time jobs. Believe it or not, man, at one time, I was doing a security job, working 2 different hotels, and I was working as a reservist in the U.S. military for quite some time. So that's 4 part-time jobs. I was pulling about $3,200 to $3,600 a month. Now, they may seem to be a lot to some of you guys, but for the time I've spent traveling back and forth to all these other jobs and working about 80 to 90 hours a week, it was not really worth it, but I did pull in some good cash. Now, I can tell you that if I want to go out there and look for another job, I can get that job within your first or second day. So for example, let's say you got fired today. I can guarantee you within 2 to 3 days you'll find yourself in another job. May not be the best job, okay, but it's still a job. Something that's gonna help make you money, right? If you got bills, you got rent, you got food, you got a family, you're gonna have to put the bullshit aside and you gotta do what you gotta do to make your money, okay? So the first advice is you need to change your attitude, alright? A job is a job. Right? Doesn't matter if you're flipping burgers, doesn't matter if you're picking up shit off the ground, the job is a job. You could be picking some fruits on the field for below the minimum wage. You could do that. You could work as a waiter way below minimum wage and you're working for tips. There's a lot of shit out there. Okay? So, you need to change your attitude. You need to understand the job is a job. You go get your money. Okay? Alright, so let's get that out of the way. Let's go into the real advice. The first thing you need to do is go find yourself some ads. The same day ads if you can. Craigslist is a really good source. Okay? You look for those jobs. Now, look only for the jobs that specifically gives the company's title, a phone number, and an address you can go to. If it says send an email, don't do it. Alright, it could be scamming. They can try to take your identity. They could do all kinds of crazy shit. Don't send in no resumes. Never send in a resume. Listen to what I'm saying. Never fucking send in a resume, okay? You better have a company name, a company address, and a company phone number that you can go to. Alright, then the second thing you need to do is you need to go to that company. You need to walk in and file an application. In some of these places like Food for Less, Walmart, Target, they have these little consoles for you to fill in your application. Like, you know, just sit down in front of a computer, you fill out your information, you take this little test and see if you are worthy enough to work for them, right? That's one way of getting hired. Now, if you go and talk to an HR and the HR says, hey, you got to send me a resume, well, just make sure you get their specific email and send it to them, okay? But the ones, like I said, on Craigslist, you can't trust them. Don't ever trust anything off the internet. You got to see the person up front and personal, alright? Third advice, when you are going up to file for an application, put your best smile on. Look good. Have your hair did. Have nice clothes on. Like if you already got the job. Because first impression is the best impression. You need to show people that when you are looking for a job, you're looking for professionalism. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things could be said when you're receiving an application. When you turn in the application again, you know, for me, the person who gave it to you, and when you're returning it, I can remember exactly the thing that probably would piss me off about you. I can go up to the boss like, hey man, don't even pick this guy. You know, he was looking kind of shaggy, you know what I'm saying? He doesn't look like the type of people that we want in this company. So, always look good. Always make sure you got a clean haircut, clean clothes, and you smelling good, okay? You need to understand that. After you have submitted your application, you need to call and verify for an interview. I'm gonna say this shit one more time. You need to call and confirm an interview. You're gonna have to, man. Don't wait for these guys to call you back. Do not wait for these guys to call you back. You call them. You want the job. Alright? Yeah, they need people, but they need people who's wanting the job. They get like 100 to 200, maybe even 1,000 applications a day, but I guarantee you not a single one of them is going to call for that damn interview. Don't be the guy waiting for the interview. You call them. You understand that? Now, after you have confirmed your interview, make sure you have some interview clothes ready for yourself, okay? Make sure you got the best slacks, the best collar shirt for the interview. Look professional at all times, right? Have a copy of your resume, have a copy of all your necessary documents like your passport, driver license, social security, just in case you get hired on the spot. Just to show them that you got your paperwork ready. You understand that? Alright, let's get into more into the interview section. Alright, if you get the interview down, you make sure that you wow them. And you wow them through professionalism. You understand that? Professionalism. What you're going to say and do is going to be very important. When you go in there, you're going to smile. You're going to need to learn how to crack a few jokes. Professional jokes, not anything nasty, okay? You know, look up for some interview jokes. Type it in Google and type in some interview jokes. Alright, you're going to throw that a few of them at them, alright? Be happy, man, because most of the time when they're hiring people like you, they want people they can work with. Alright, they need people to work, but they want somebody that they can tell you something and you're not going to be pissed off about it. They just want to see if you can work with the team. They were looking for team-oriented people. Okay, so make sure in your interview when they're asking you a question, what's the most important thing to you is teamwork. Teamwork. You cannot live without teamwork. You can work well on your own, but you work better as a team. More hands make light work. You understand that? That is the best advice I can give you right there. Now, when they're asking you questions, be sincere, but be very professional, alright? Everything has to do with a team. So, with that being said, that's probably 90% of all your questions. They're going to ask you, well, can you type? It's like, yeah, I can type. What other programs do you know how to use? Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint, I don't know, name it. You know, just be confident with your words and be respectful. Okay? Now, when they ask you if you have any questions for them, don't say no. Ask them some serious questions. What is this company about? How long has this company been here? Right? How long, ask them about their job. How long have they been in management for? How long they've been working there? You know, what's the retention rate around here? It's like, because even though you're looking for a job, make it seem that you are too valuable. Make it seem that you are too valuable, that you are picky about where you want to work, to make them want you even more. You understand that? So, you ask them some serious questions. Well, you know, I want to see how everybody works around here. I want to know what the working environment is like. You already know a little bit about me, but I need to know more about you guys. I want to see where I would work at. Would this environment suit me? Because I don't want to just work here and the next thing I quit. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't enjoy the environment that you have set forth for me. So, with that being said, ask them some questions about the job, the company, how long the company's been there. Ask them for a tour. Ask them for a tour of the working environment. You don't have to show them that, they don't have to show you everything, but they can show you where you can work and how the company's ran. Okay? So, that's probably one of the best, other than the teamwork advice, that's probably one of the things you should ask, is ask them for a tour of the company. Alright? The more time they spend with you, the more they are more obligated to decide whether they should pick you or not, right? Actually, statistics shows the longer you spend time with the person giving you the interview, the higher chance you may get hired. No bull, man. I'm not bullshitting you, man. Listen, when I'm saying this, the longer you stay with them in the interview, the higher chance you're gonna get hired. You understand that? Yeah, man, you better understand that. I'm spending like damn near some 10 minutes already explaining, giving you guys some good advice on how to get hired. Anyways, so let's say you wrap everything up, right? You wrap everything up. You give them a firm handshake. You tell them, hey man, I fairly enjoyed this interview. I like what I'm seeing here. I would like to work here. You tell them that exactly. You shake their hand, right? You tell them that you enjoyed the interview and that you fairly enjoyed what you saw here at the company. And this would be the place for you to work. You feel like you would progress, you would improve, you would give back to the company. You would help push the company move forward. That's the type of person you should be portraying as. You understand what I'm saying? So anyways, that is probably all the things I can tell you. Here's a bonus one though. Here's a bonus one. On your application, don't ever say you got fired. Don't ever put jobs in your applications that you got fired or quit from, right? As a matter of fact, if you have a friend who's in a management position, right? I know this may sound shady as fuck, but it works. Don't put down any jobs that you quit from or got fired from, laid off or something. I don't know. As a matter of fact, actually, you put a job where one of your friend works. If you have a friend who's a manager, matter of fact, this could actually work out for you. If you have a friend who's a manager at another store, put him as your reference. Put him as your boss. Put it with, let's say that you work for him. Right? I know it's shady as fuck. But if you put him as your reference and he gets a phone call saying, hey, this is company so-and-so, I need to know more about this guy. Would you rehire him? Is he a good person to work for? And he hooks you up with a good, yeah, man, this guy is the best person you can hire. Please hire him. I know it's kind of fucked up, but hey, you got to get a job, right? This is tips and advice on how to help you get a job. So, you put the conscience aside and do what you got to do. Anyways, it's your boy Jason Yamamoto, and I'll talk to you guys later. Breathe.